first draft of a piece of writing, you are ready to begin revising. Revising writing can be difficult, but it is absolutely necessary. Follow these steps to revise your writing. First, take a little break and then reread your work. Rereading helps you see problems and weaknesses, but you won't see them if you reread as soon as you have finished writing. Take a break. Many writers use a checklist to help revise. Checklists tell writers what to look for so they can spot the problems. Sometimes the checklist will be given to you. If you do not receive a checklist, you can make one for yourself. Finally, share your draft with another person to help revise. Your learning coach or a peer might see things in your writing that you do not. That's called looking at a draft with fresh eyes. After you have reread your draft, you are ready to start revising using a checklist. You will need to look for weaknesses in your writing. You might be given a checklist for revising, or you can make your own. Let's look at the things that your revising checklist should focus on. First, the checklist should focus on the content of the draft. Which ideas are included? Which may be missing? And are there any ideas that may be incorrect? The checklist should also have items related to the organization of the draft, that is, the order and way in which ideas are presented. The organization of the draft needs to make sense. It needs to follow a clear plan. Finally, there should be items on the checklist about the language of the draft, the way sentences are written and the words and phrases used. Do the words help readers see in their minds what the writing means? Let's take a look at some items on a checklist to see how they can help writers improve their work by revising and editing. Do all of the ideas in the writing relate to the topic or subject? This question helps writers look for ideas that don't belong. Look at your draft to see if you can find things that don't belong and take them out. Taking them out focuses the writing. Are there any important ideas missing? Reread your draft and think about ideas or details that may be missing. Can you add things that will help the writing make better sense? Adding important details will help make the draft stronger. Does the writing contain any factual errors? Factual errors might include an incorrect name or date or an incorrect explanation of something. Reread your facts. Wrong facts make readers mistrust the writing. Is the piece organized or put together sensibly? Not all writing is organized the same way, but you should make sure that your draft is in an order that makes sense for your purposes. Sometimes this means that you tell about things in the order they happened. Other times you might talk about the most important ideas first. Are any ideas in the wrong place? As you reread your draft, look for things that seem like they might be in the wrong place. Think about how the ideas in your writing connect together and move things that might need to go in a different place. This can improve the draft's organization. Is every sentence written as clearly as possible? Unclear sentences make the writing hard to understand. If you find sentences that are not clear, rewrite them so they make sense. Are there stronger words or phrases to use? Improve the language of the draft by looking for descriptions or verbs that you can make stronger. After you have reread your draft and used a checklist to revise, you should try to share your draft with another person. Writers need not revise alone. Many writers share their drafts with readers. Readers then give the writers comments or feedback. You might wonder whom you can share your work with and how those people will give you feedback. As you complete this course, you will receive feedback. You may receive it from your learning coach, your peers, or your teacher. These readers will respond to what you write and help you improve it. How writers get feedback when it's time to revise their drafts often depends on how they share their work. Writers can share their work electronically by emailing drafts to readers or posting their drafts to online bulletin boards. Or they can share their work by giving paper copies of their drafts to readers. If readers receive an electronic version of a draft, they may respond by typing their feedback into the document, emailing their comments, or posting suggestions on an online bulletin board. If readers receive the draft on paper, they may use pen or pencil to write their feedback on the page. Readers of your draft may also use a checklist to guide them as they make suggestions to improve your draft. Let's explore this draft to see some of the ways feedback can be given. Readers who read a draft document on a computer's writing program can give feedback by typing their comments into boxes next to the text. Here, the feedback suggests that a sentence does not belong in the passage because it is not related to the subject of the passage. The reader suggests how to revise the text. Readers who open a draft with a computer's writing program can give feedback by typing directly into the text. This reader deleted a sentence and gave the writer direction on what to focus on. Readers who receive a paper copy of a draft can give feedback by writing in pencil or pen in the margins of the page. This reader offered a suggestion for organizing the passage better. Good writers think about the suggestions they receive and then make the right changes to their drafts. Revising writing can be difficult, but it is absolutely necessary. Remember to reread, use a checklist, and share your draft with others as you revise.